eazydraw is available with free market licensing from eazydraw.com and iTunes licensing from the Mac App Store. Each drawing has a physical size used for printing or perhaps exporting for the use on web. For example, an A4 sheet of paper or a 512 by 512 icon. A drawing may also have a drawing scale, for example a floor plan, where 1 inch of the physical size on the sheet of paper represents 3 feet of the actual project size. This tutorial is not going to cover aspects of drawing scale. There are several other tutorials on this topic. Here we are concerned more with the size of graphics on the computer screen compared to the size on the paper, not the relation of real-world sizes compared to size on paper. With vector drawing, zooming in and out is probably the one thing you will do the most, so you want to get good at it. If you're not zooming a lot, then you're making things harder for yourself. With computer drawing, unlike the real world, zooming is free. You don't need to buy an expensive camera lens to see the finest detail, and you don't need an expensive fine point pen to draw the finest details. Just click the I key on your keyboard. There are 2 super hotkeys, the I key for zooming in and the O key for zooming out. They don't even use the command key because we use them so much it's quicker to just skip the command key. To zoom in, float your cursor over the point of interest like I've done on the drawing and click the I key several times or once depending on how many times you want to zoom in. Don't click the mouse button or anything like that, just point the cursor and click the I key on the keyboard. Notice with a zoom things get larger, which means not everything will fit on the screen and eazydraw must decide where the focus of the zoom should be. The position of the cursor is made the center of the screen for the after the zoom display. Notice after the zoom everything is larger and we could work on the details at the front of the helicopter much easier now. Zooming out is just clicking the O key on the keyboard. There is no special point in the zoom out. The screen center is maintained or drawing limits are used. It's all automatic. Now watch this. Zoomed in all the way with several I key clicks. Zoomed back out right away. Now let me do this slower and explain it better to you guys. The floating point of the cursor defines the focus of our zoom. Many times one zoom is not enough. eazydraw uses the point of the floating cursor on the drawing for that first zoom. But we don't want to then chase our point of interest by moving the cursor, then typing the I key again and again on the keyboard. If you don't move the cursor after the first zoom, then the same point is used for the next and successive I key clicks. Sometimes it is best to just kind of lift your hand off the mouse or the trackpad, then click the I keys. So now we can see the star on the nameplate of the helicopter. Work on the details here and get what we want. Imagine trying to place the star without using the zoom option. If the cursor is not over the drawing, then the center of the display is used as the focus. The number keys 1, 2, 3, and so on will set a defined zoom. The number 1 takes you to the 100%, number 2 takes you to 200%, and so on. There's also a little menu down here at the bottom of the screen which can be used to select a defined zoom amount. There are tons of other ways to do zoom. You can read up on this in the help or the manual. There's a zoom tool palette that can be accessed from the View main menu. Here's the zoom tool palette right here. They are the more traditional zoom tools. They work in the standard fashion. Use the zoom drag to click on the drawing and define a new screen rectangle. Zoom drag is kind of old school, but many people like that tool. Use the customized toolbar and add it to your toolbar. eazydraw is available with free market licensing from eazydraw.com and iTunes licensing from the Mac App Store.